Hey, it's Friday night at Venom Central. We got a couple live feedings and some fangs in your face coming up.
Subscribe now. Fangs in your face.
Happy Friday, everybody. It's Friday night. You know what that means here at Venom Central? We're feeding some stuff. I got a couple live things I need to feed. I don't like doing it, but I want to see how this little pygmy rattlesnake, how quickly he can dispatch a prey item. And we got to feed Dan McCarty's ward, little Evelyn, because that little witch won't take a frozen thaw yet. But anyways, so we're gonna do a couple live feedings for you guys. It's gonna be a treat. And we got the fangs in your face. And actually, guys, during this thing, I'm going to talk about the whole anatomy of a strike and how I feed and how I cue things up and what the animal's going through, what tools it's using. We're just going to break it down a little bit like that. But hey, Chris Richards and Sean Black, thank you guys so much for your support. But we're going to jump right in, guys, tonight. Okay, guys, we're going to feed our little Evelyn here. This is one of our little Crotalus tzabcan, the Yucatan Rattlesnake. And now this animal, of course, she's not on frozen thaw. And I've been trying to get her on it, but she is not ready to make the switch. I've pulled out all the tricks on this one, and she still hasn't done it. But let's watch the whole anatomy of this strike, okay? First thing she's going to do is determine what that is, letting her tongue do the work. She's going to put that tongue out there and pick up molecules in the air using the Jacob's organ, and she's going to deliver that message to her brain. Then she's going to build power for the execution of the strike. And of course, she's going to pick up a heat signature, figure out if it's, you know, a prey item or if it's something she needs to be afraid of. Now, pit vipers use them pits. That is just a remarkable thing that they have to determine a heat source off a prey item. They can do this in total darkness and locate a prey item and strike it efficiently. I got to stand really still here, and she's inching up on it slowly. She's going to get her neck in that position where she can reach out and grab. And of course, this snake's venom is a very toxic cocktail. Oh, and she always hits them in the same spot, right behind the head. And I'll tell you, that mouse it's done. It's done already. Its back legs are going to stretch out. But yep, there you go. But you know, this is a rattlesnake that has a very high neurotoxic component to its venom, along with myotoxins, and it's a crazy cocktail. But one of the most venomous rattlesnakes there is, and that rodent is perished. That's it. It's done. It's over. But watching the whole anatomy of this thing, the whole strike sequence, you know, she takes her time. I mean, if this was a defensive strike, she'd have just been striking crazy because she was, you know, trying to defend herself. This was a pure predatory strike. You know, she used her tongue, pick up the signals of what that is, you know, picking up the molecules in the air, and then she used her heat pits to figure out, okay, this is a prey item. It's at the right temperature. It's warm. It's mammalian prey. She got in the right position, built energy, and released a strike. They are just efficient little predators. And nothing dispatches a rodent quicker than a tzabcan. They are just incredibly fast. It's actually humane how quickly they dispatch a prey item. Now this little stinker, I have had a time with her. She just will not switch over to frozen thawed yet. And I've tried it the past 2 weeks in a row to get her to eat a frozen thawed item. She's not ready. She's not ready. She's just not there yet. She will eventually take them, but we've tried all the tricks here lately. She's not ready. Dan McCarty, this is your little girl, dude. She's a stubborn little witch. Okay, guys, we're gonna give this snake a shot today. This is a little pygmy rattlesnake. This is Sistrurus miliarius barbouri, and my curiosity has been driving me crazy about this one. I just want to see how quickly this very young rattlesnake can dispatch a fuzzy, and it looks like it's going pretty quickly. Definitely envenomated. Now, the size of the prey item versus the size of the snake, that's a pretty good sized prey item. So this is all venom taking effect right here. And this snake did not waste any time. It popped it immediately. And I've raised this little pygmy rattlesnake from the day it was born, a tiny little baby. A friend of mine had a litter born and he gave me a couple of them. And it's going pretty quickly. That's a ferocious little rattlesnake right there. This little rattlesnake's actually a hybrid. It's a hybrid within the species itself. It's a cross between a western pygmy rattlesnake, which is your Sistrurus miliarius streckeri, and Florida pygmy rattlesnake, the Sistrurus miliarius barbouri. So it's kind of unique. It's really pretty, and it dispatched that mouse very quickly. Now, I started this little guy out on little tiny frogs. I mean, just little little frogs, little narrow-mouthed toads to be exact. Several live feedings of that. Then I got him to take a live pinky, and then I got him to take frozen thaw pinkies. But this is his first actual big prey item. And I'm pretty confident he can take that. That was pretty quick. He dispatched that thing pretty quickly. And that was all venom at effect there. I mean, and this snake's venom is largely hemotoxic. It's not a snake that should be taken lightly. I mean, even though it's just a little pygmy rattlesnake, it can definitely deliver a painful bite. Oh, you don't want to start there, buddy. That's the wrong end. Find the head, you dummy. He'll figure that out in a minute. He'll realize that's not the right end, and he'll let it go, and he'll nose around and find the head of that mouse and start at the right end here sooner or later. You know, when you see these little pygmy rattlesnakes when they're first born, you think there's no way on earth you're ever going to get them to survive. They are so tiny. They're just micro. And that's when you got to think outside the box, guys, and think what it would eat naturally. And you know, there's a prey item for everything, and I don't force feed nothing. I like to feed natural. I like to have these animals start out on their natural prey items. So I just took my time and I rooted around till I found the right prey item, and got him started, and look at him now. He's doing fabulous. But I had I have a lot of experience with pygmy rattlesnakes. I used to breed pygmy rattlesnakes in mass quantity also. I used to do the actual Carolina Reds, the Carolina pygmy rattlesnakes, the really red ones. And I used to breed the streckeri, the westerns. But this little guy, he's a treat to watch. He's fun to watch. It was fun to actually see how quickly he can dispatch this mouse. But right now, I think I need to turn this light off and let him swallow that thing and give him a little bit of peace and quiet. Well, the live feedings went well. I'll tell you, the damn tzabcans they're just destroyers. Just so fast acting. I mean, they're totally knockdown power. But I was surprised on that little pygmy, on that little dusky. That little son of a bitch he's a knockdown power too. And you know what's interesting is that literally I bred that species a bunch of times. I used to breed the Carolina Reds, and I hardly ever had to feed live. But that little guy, so I wasn't sure just how quickly he would knock it down. That's why I picked a bigger prey item. I wanted it to be all venom. I wanted to time it. I wanted it to be all venom. So Dina's gonna pop the timer in there. So you guys have already seen it, but I haven't seen it yet because it ain't been edited yet. But I believe it was fast. I mean, it was fast for that little squirt to knock that mouse down that big. I was surprised he got it down. I mean, he got it down and he's fine. But anyways, we're gonna jump right in, guys. Enough of me rambling to the fangs in your face. Check them out.
Fangs in your face.
Okay, guys, we're gonna feed one of the adult moojenis. And now this animal has probably one of the most sophisticated predatory tools in the world. I mean, not only does it hunt using sight and smell and being able to detect vibrations of an approaching prey item, but it also has the capability of picking up, thermals off of a prey item, picking up the damn heat source off of a live prey item. So that's why we offer this animal warmed up prey items. I always try to offer a little bit of vibration first, and then we'll let her use them heat-seeking pits to pick up our thermal heat source off of this prey item to where she'll deliver a strike. Oh! She blew past that prey item. She's actually picking up the heat source off the light. And she turned around and found her mark and hit it. Okay, one more heat seeker, guys. And you can see now this little Bothrops moojeni, this male, he's peeking out of his hide. And like I said, he's going to use his tongue to pick up molecules in the air, to use that Jacob's organ to send a signal to his brain, but he's going to use them heat-seeking pits, them heat receptors, to pick up a thermal off of this warm prey item. I'm going to give him a little bit of vibration, and we're going to let him come out and deliver a strike. And what's interesting is, you see a snake strike, and you think, okay, you bit it real quick, and sometimes you don't realize that they actually fang it or bite it 2 or 3 different times during a strike sequence. And this guy is a good one for that. Here he comes. Oh! Oh, he lit that one up. And a lot of times, guys, this guy does these, I call him, he gave you a little love tap. It looks like a tap to the naked eye, but when we slow it down and look at it, which we'll see in the slow-mo rewind, he literally bites him 2 to 3 times in one strike. I mean, it's remarkable what these animals do. But in my opinion, the pit vipers are the most sophisticated hunters in the snake world. I mean, not only are they working on sight, smell, detecting vibration of an approaching prey item, but they're also equipped with that remarkable heat sensory pit that picks up thermals off of a live prey item, or in this case a frozen thawed prey item that is heated up to maximum heat where he can detect it. So I think that the pit vipers are just so advanced, it's unbelievable. That's why I'm so infatuated with them. That's why I study them. But very cool. Okay guys, and this is a puff adder, a Bitis aritans. Now this snake relies on a total different hunting technique than your pit vipers. This snake hunts on scent, you know, picking up smell. Also uses its tongue, of course, to pick up molecules in the air, but it's a big sight hunter. And I believe that they are really in tune to vibration. That's why I always cue them up. I give them a little vibration out in front of them before I get that rodent in proximity for a strike. And they're big sight hunters. And puffs are very patient. They'll wait a long time till that prey gets damn near touching their nose before they explode into a strike. But their strikes are often violent. I mean, very fast, violent, and they bite hard, and they literally fang the prey at them 2 or 3 times. There you go, girl. Like I said, they're patient. They'll wait till that prey item is right on top of them before they go ahead and blister it. But it's one of our big gravid females. She's gonna have babies sometime. Okay guys, and another animal with a totally different hunting technique. Now this animal relies on sight and smell, and of course its tongue. And you can see the tongue action going there. This is a big female puff adder, and she's trying to detect, what is that? Is it something I want to eat, or is it something I want to protect myself from? But she's going to rely on scent, smell, and vibration. And I need to kind of cue her up a little bit. Let's give her a little tap over there. And a lot of times puff adders will hold out to that prey item literally touches them on the nose. They're that patient. Of course, this is one of our gaboons. This is yet another sight hunter. But watch how this animal strikes compared to the other ones. This animal is violent. She just strikes with such ferocity. It's unbelievable. And this animal is detecting right now. And notice what's going to happen is that tongue's going to come out before the strike. She's going to pick up her little cues in the air of what this is before she decides to commit. And she'll position herself. She's already in a hunt position. You can see how her body's coiled there. She's got a nice, oh, very nice. And like I said, came out of nowhere. She got her smell, she got her sight, she knew she wanted it. Okay, yet another gaboon. And this snake is being defensive right now. He's huffing and puffing. As soon as I open the door, he's starting to show his ass a little bit. But as soon as he gets to smell that this is a prey item, that'll all change. Let's give him some vibration here. There we go. Starting to see them little cues. He's slowing down. He's not breathing so heavy. He's not going into his hissy fit. And let's get him to pop a strike. There you go. See there? Now that guy did it without even putting his tongue out. He didn't taste nothing. He picked up the smell in the air of what he wanted. So he knows it was a rodent. He knows it's a feed. So he went ahead and reacted. Very nice.
Subscribe now.
Alright guys, that one was a treat today. We had fun doing this one. But hey, if you're new to the channel, come on back, check out the Venom Central logo, hit that thing, subscribe now, hit that bell notification thing so you don't miss an opportunity to see any of our videos. And give us a thumbs up and come on back and check us out at Venom Central. This is Willie, we're checking out. Later.